What's going on YouTube? I'm finally back with another update video on the whole car situation. A lot has changed here. If you follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, you're friends with me on Facebook, then you already know what I'm about to talk about. A couple years ago, I made a video on my car, the Mark 6 GLI. It was basically an overview video on everything I had done to it and then also my future plans for it. I also stated that I had gotten a clutch and I was going to get it tuned. I never actually had a chance to do that, and it's been sitting in here for like a year and a half, which is insane. But as of right now, it's not going to happen. And the reason for that is because I actually sold the car 2 weeks ago. The reason why I decided to sell the car is because honestly, I've become a little bit bored of it. I've had it for about 6 years, and the way the used car market right now is I was able to get more money for the car than I was when I tried to sell it 3 years ago. So I figured it's just the perfect time to get out of that car. I sold it to a kid who lives down in Virginia. So if you're from Virginia, maybe you'll see it. I kind of hope I don't see it again because I don't know. Getting rid of that car was actually more emotional for me than I originally thought it would be. I was excited to get rid of it because of what I had replaced it with. But at the same time, that car was very sentimental to me. It was everything that I had wanted in a car. I wanted the bags. I wanted the nice three-piece wheels. This was something I've wanted for years, and I finally achieved that with this car. I've had it for about 6 years, and I don't know if I'm just getting older or just growing out of it, but I kind of wanted to do something else. And I had a particular car in mind that I've been interested in for the last like 4 or 5 years. And the way the market is right now it was a perfect time to sell it. And I did. And, but what I replaced it with makes it absolutely worth it. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. So unfortunately that car is gone, yeah, I hope that the new owner takes good care of it. I sold it as is with the bags, not the wheels. I ended up selling the BBSs that were on it to another local guy, and so those are in good hands now. But I basically just sold it as is with everything on it, just without the wheels. And I hope it goes to a good home. I kind of want to see it again, but I kind of don't, because I don't want to see what someone else does to it. Or I hope that it doesn't get ruined down the road. But it's just the way it is. You can't, you sell the car. There's nothing you can do about it. But so there's that. On the other hand, I did pick up another car about 6 weeks ago that I'm really excited about. I ended up selling the Jetta and trading in the Subaru Forester that I had. That was my daily driver. I traded that in for this car. I was just crunching numbers one night, and I figured, in this market, if I could get, a certain number for the Subaru and a certain number for the Jetta, I was able to actually work a deal on the new car that I'm about to show you. And everything just happened to work out just right for it to happen, and everything really had to fall into place perfectly, and it did. So I'm super grateful for that. But with that being said, let's go check out the new car. So if you know me really well, you know I have not shut up about this car for like the last 3 or 4 years. I've been looking for something that can kind of do everything for me, and kind of also wanted to downsize to one car, and this is literally perfect. But with that being said, I bought an Audi SQ5. I picked this car up about 6 weeks ago, like I said before. It's a 2018 Audi SQ5 in Floret Silver with Magma Red interior. It's a Premium Plus trim, it's not the Prestige, but it has all the options that I want, including the Sport package, which gives you the air suspension, the dynamic steering, the carbon fiber trim on the interior, and yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I've been driving this thing. This is my new daily driver, and also going to be my show car. And we'll actually get into the mods that I have planned in a couple minutes. But yeah, that's it. I ended up picking this up from Audi Englewood. Those guys are great to deal with. I highly recommend going there if you're looking for an Audi. But I picked this up. It's got 14,000 miles on it now. It's certified pre-owned. As stated before, getting the Magma red interior was an absolute must for me. I was fine with either black or gray too, but the red interior looks so much. It looks so good. I'm a big fan of red interior, so I had to get that. Up the hood. So like I said before, it's got a 3-liter turbocharged V6. The previous B8 platform had a 3-liter supercharged V6, which is originally the platform that I was going to get. But the reason why I went with the B9 is because it has a lot better tech in it. It's just newer. The B8s are starting to feel a little bit older now. So I ended up with a B9 and everything worked out perfectly. I couldn't be happier. The car is actually filthy right now, but it's okay. I do have plans to eventually tune this, but it's not my first priority right now. AWE tuning makes a carbon fiber intake. It costs a crazy amount of money, but I'm eventually going to get that as well. Not a whole lot really for this car. I don't really want to go crazy. I don't want to go crazy. Obviously, we are putting new wheels on it, which I have in the garage behind me. But sitting on the factory 20-inch wheels. You can get 21-inch wheels as an option, but it just didn't have it. There really honestly wasn't a lot on the market when I was looking around, which is not surprising. And I just happened to find this. So, like I said before, I do have some plans for this. Basically, this car, now that I'm downsized to one car, I don't have a show car and a daily driver, I just have one car. This car is basically going to do everything for me. It's going to be a daily driver to and from work, wherever. It's going to be, a show car. Once I get this lowered on some wheels, I want to take it to shows. Same thing with the Jetta, nothing crazy. It's not going to be anything as extreme as that car was, and even that wasn't extreme. But this is going to be a simple. It's not a build, obviously, but it's going to be a simple. It's going to have a simple look to it. I'm trying to balance between like looks and performance, because this car is pretty damn quick. This car makes the GLI feel like a toy. It really does. I drove the GLI after this. I'm like, man, this thing is like cheap plastic everywhere. It doesn't even come close to comparing. Same with the performance, but I do want to get this tuned. I want to get a downpipe. I don't really know if I'm going to do a full exhaust. Everything for this car costs a fortune. But maybe somewhere down the road. But I do have some parts right now that I should be installing in a couple days this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. So I'll probably throw some of this stuff in on Sunday. So I ordered a set of lowering links from TGK Motorsport. This basically attaches to the height sensors and forces all the drive modes down a notch lower. I think this can get me about 2 inches lower in dynamic mode. I ordered a dump box, which is essentially, let's see if I can do this. It's essentially just a box that, it's almost like a manifold actually. Yeah, it's almost like a manifold, but it's a dump box, and what it does is you wire this up, you wire the air lines into the factory air lines in the rear of the car, and it comes with a remote, and you're able to dump all the air out of the factory suspension, letting you get as low as you can possibly get on the factory air suspension. Obviously, I had to find some wheels. I'm telling you what, finding a set of wheels for this thing is really difficult, especially if you're looking for a 21-inch wheel, which I did want, or 20-inch with a meatier tire is kind of like what I'm going for. But I did find a set of wheels the other day. I'm super excited about them. I actually had to order new tires for them because the tires that came on them were too small, and I mounted them up yesterday and it looked so goofy. So I have some new tires on the way, but of course, Wouldn't go with anything other than BBS. These are 20 by 10.5 plus 25 BBS CHRs. They're in really good shape. They're almost brand new, actually. They do have 275/30 20 tires on there right now, but for this, so these came off of a B8 S5, so it has a car size tire on it. I need something that's a little bit bigger, so I ordered a 275/40, and it should get me to sit real nice. It should look normal on the car. So when I get everything in, I'll show you guys, do another update video, but I really just wanted to show you everything that's been going on. The Jetta's gone, it's not here obviously, and now we are working on the Audi, and I'm super happy about it. I am upset that I got rid of that Jetta, but this makes it absolutely worth it, and I can't wait to make it my own. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope that some of you guys aren't super bummed about that I got rid of the other car. I know a lot of you guys liked the video I made on the other car a couple years ago, and it's been really cool to see a lot of people draw inspiration for their own cars from that car, even though there wasn't much to it. I really just changed wheels like every other year or something, but it's really all I wanted. So it's cool to see that some of you guys really enjoyed that car, but it's finally come to an end. But there are bigger and better things to look forward to now. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll have another update video out soon. I'm also pushing more automotive content this year, and as you may have seen on my channel, I am also shooting music videos now, but we'll talk about that in another video. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.